Uh, it's just not enough hours in the day, let alone the week, to get everything done. This voicemail. Who's this?
Hey kid, what's the purpose of having a damn phone when you don't answer the damn thing? Anyways, Stone Cold Steve Austin here. I was calling to see if you want to go have 1 bear, 2 bears, 3 bears, 4 bears, 5 bears, 6 pack, shot of tequila. You gotta pick up your phone, son. Well, if I don't see you or hear from you, I'll catch your ass down the road.
Now, how typical is that? The one time I don't answer my phone and Stone Cold Steve Austin calls me to get drunk and I miss it, I need an assistant or something. I got too much going on my plate. I just got entirely too much going. I got another voice message. Who's this?
Hey, pal. Vince McMahon here. You got this little thing called a podcast. It's called the Sports Bros Podcast. From the sounds of it, I like it. Pretty good, pretty funny, especially that Scotty D. Well, anyways, kid, keep up the good work. Oh, yeah. And by the way, if you use any of my videos, likenesses, pictures, without my permission, I'll come find you. And I'll say, you're fired. Take care, kid.
What's happening? A missed call from Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon. I gotta get it together. I'll be fine. I gotta get it together. Oh, I almost forgot. Welcome to Tranquilo Thursdays. What's going on, world? This be your boy, Eddie Cool, 1/3 of the Sports Bros Podcast. And guess what? It's your favorite day of the week. No, not payday, not Friday. Okay, not Saturday or Sunday. Even better. It's time for another edition of Tranquilo Thursdays. Today's episode of Tranquilo Thursdays has been brought to you in part by Sports Bros Podcast, because we hadn't got another sponsor yet, but Folgers and Head and Shoulders and everybody else, we need sponsorship. Got to check. Promise. Send us some polos, send us some merchandise to wear. We'll be fine. Yeah, we need that sponsor. AQAP. You heard me. AQAP. As quick as possible. I didn't stutter. You know, something just ain't right. Something's off. I'll be right back. Problem solved. Well, in case you're slow like molasses in January or can't quite put two and two together, yes, this is a wrestling-centered version of Tranquilo Thursdays. So just to let you know, if wrestling ain't your thing, you think it's corny, fake, whatever, that's cool. Because I'm going to tell you this. Number one, the reality shows you watch on TV, scripted like a mug. All right? And number two, well, I ain't got number two. Oh, yeah. If you don't like wrestling, if you're going to crap on the whole segment or the whole product, just go that way. That way, like, I don't know if you're running fast enough. Put the phone down and beat your feet. It's WrestleMania weekend. Yes. You know, I could talk about how Vince McMahon said, to Chris Jericho because he wanted to interview WWE wrestlers for his podcast. I wonder why. I could talk about that, but that's not what you're here for. Or we could talk about Impact Wrestling. Wait, what channel is it even on? Is it on TV still? Yeah, no, we ain't gonna talk about that either. Oh, I get it. Okay. All right, I finally got it. All right, we could talk about seeing Finn Balor as the Demon King. Or we also could talk about Becky Lynch winning all the belts, wanting it all. Or we could talk about Brock Lesnar just doing Brock Lesnar stuff. We're not going to talk about that either. Oh, I found it. Let me go grab it. All right, so let's really get down to the nitty-gritty of Tranquilo Thursdays. Recent news coming out of the wrestling world that Jim Ross, yes, good old JR, Jim Ross has signed a deal with All Elite Wrestling as the head commentator and also a senior advisor role. And from what I heard, he's going to get a lot of money from this. Probably more than he was making up in Stanford. All right, I can see you non-followers and casual fans asking me, who is AEW? All right, now it's time for another edition of Story Time with Eddie Cool. Okay, AEW, also known as All Elite Wrestling, is the newest, biggest independent wrestling promotion on the scene to debut in the United States of America. The owners of AEW are Tony Khan as well as Shahir Khan. You know, the same Khans that owns the NFL franchise, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Well, they're going to try their hands at professional wrestling too. But the Khan family, they're not running this promotion alone. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, also known as the son of the legendary American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby. He serves as executive vice president, also along two other wrestlers, the Young Bucks, also known as Nick Jackson and Matt Jackson. They also serve as the executive vice presidents as well, too. And there's one more person. You know, he wrestled in Japan. He had 7-star bout matches, according to some dude named Dave Meltzer. Yeah, the star rating system. By the name of Kenny Omega. He also serves as executive vice president of All Elite Wrestling as well, too. Now, that roster is loaded. It includes such signees as Pac, formerly known as Neville, of the WWE, MJF, also Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, and a whole lot more wrestlers. It's loaded, fully loaded. But one of the biggest signees is 20-plus year color commentator for the WWE, Jim Ross. And reports are they threw the bag at Jim. And in the words of Booker T, he's making those long green duckies, baby. So now we got people up in arms. Hey, JR, why would you let your contract run out? And why would you sign with a virtual unknown like All Elite Wrestling or AEW or A&W Wrestling as Vince Russo says it, bro? So Jim Ross recently said in the podcast, hey man, the WWE in 2018, they only booked me twice. I need to work. I need stuff to do. And to be honest with you, I can't blame you, Jim Ross. So go ahead, go to AEW and get all your money. You're worth every penny between you, Tony Schiavone, and even going back to Gordon Soley, Bob Caudle, Bill Mercer. You are one of the many voices of professional wrestling, but you are the voice of professional wrestling, okay? And what I'm getting at is people need to go ahead and tranquilo, calm down, because the WWE is no longer the only place to get a job to go and work. Think about it. You look at all these other independent promotions. Independent wrestling is blowing up now more than ever. I think personally we are in a golden age of professional wrestling. So JR, go get your money. Go get your check. And some of y'all need to calm down, tranquilo. Because this thing, if you had an opportunity to continue working and doing something you love, wouldn't you take full advantage of it? And make a bunch of money behind it too? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you go for that? I know I would. Who wouldn't? So all I'm saying is, JR, Jim Ross, go out there, get your money, do your thing. And for the rest of y'all, you need to sit back, relax, and have a good helping of Tranquilo Thursdays. You need to calm down. It's all about chance and opportunity, and he got a chance to do what he loves. So you can't blame the man. That I hear you. Okay, AEW, they don't have a television deal, but you got the internet. I mean, you can still find them and just give them time. Yeah, they got a couple pay-per-views and big events coming up, but everything takes time. As long as they get their TV deal, they'll be good to go. This as long as they learn from Impact Wrestling of what not to do over and over again. You know, I still can't get over the fact that TNA, Impact Wrestling, had Shinsuke Nakamura, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Kazuchika Okada, and Naito. And they still couldn't do nothing with them. Be Live, where you at? That sounds like some Wah Hoppin' Wednesday kind of stuff there. I'm just saying. Once again, this be your boy, the head of creative, Eddie Cool, here at the Sports Bros Podcast. Also, don't forget to check out our 4th episode of the Sports Bros Podcast, available now on Anchor.fm, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you can hear podcasts. Matter of fact, make sure you rate, review, and subscribe. Keep checking on us on our Facebook like page. We always got something going on. The exclusive home of Wahoppin' Wednesdays and Tranquilo Thursdays. You guys take care. Enjoy WrestleMania. Leave me something in the comment box of who you think is going to win what matches or whatever. Also, leave your opinions and how you feel about Jim Ross signing with All Elite Wrestling. Until then, y'all take care. I'm out. Tranquilo Thursdays. That's loud, chair loud for no reason.